What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of NKU Sports Break. I'm your host, Carly Motzer. So excited to be joined by baseball's Andrew Bacon. Andrew, how's your day going?
It's going well. It's just done a lot of homework lately, so it's been good.
No kidding. So just to get everybody kind of introduced to each other, where are you from and what drew you to NKU?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, so really close to NKU, and I've known about it, NKU, my whole life. And honestly, what drew me there was it was my only Division I offer. So that's really what drew me there. I've known some of the coaches for a while, so I had a connection with them. So that was good too.
You talk about some of those connections that you had. Can you describe what your recruiting process looked like?
So I wanted to commit as soon as I could. So I did a lot of camps and showcases sophomore year. Really didn't have much success with them. And growing up, I played for a bunch of coaches who used to play at NKU, so they had connections with Dizzy Payton. At the time he did the recruiting, I'm not sure who does most. I think they kind of split it up now, but he did a lot of recruiting. And so he was able to see me develop through high school because he was around. He'd come and watch some of our team because he was friends with the coaches. So he was able to watch me develop through high school. And then I remember before junior season started, I went to a showcase. I did really well. It was the progression from where he had seen me before was a lot. And so after that, they called and offered, and I didn't have any other offers. I visited. I liked the place. I liked Dizzy. It's close to home for me, which is kind of nice to be able to drive home and be close. So that was after that I committed, and then I was glad to commit junior year just to get out of the way and get rid of that stress.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you can check all those boxes and get everything set up, you're in a pretty good position. You talked about how some of the recruiters had been able to watch you develop in high school. How has the baseball program at NKU developed you individually since you started?
So me personally, I like how they don't coming in. There's not a set way they want you to do things. They're kind of, you are who you are at 18, so they're not going to try and change it too much. And that, for someone, if you're looking to be told everything, what to do, it's not very helpful. But for me, it allowed me to really work on my craft and be the freedom to get better and work, as I said, work on my craft and really focus on what I believe worked. And they helped with that, and they tried to support that. And of course, success helps with the ability to, like the freedom, being successful helps them allow you the freedom. And so they've just really, I wouldn't say hands off because that sounds bad. It's just they work with who you are, and that for someone who likes to study baseball, likes to do is I believe in it, and that freedom has allowed me to really develop myself, and that's been very good.
Yeah, and so with all of those freedoms that you've been given, you've obviously had the opportunity to take a lot upon yourself. And so in doing so, what has been your favorite part about being on the team and getting to do all of that for yourself?
Honestly, just the guys. The class I came in with, I'm very good friends with. We have a really good connection. So that's been the best part, has been just the connection with the guys and growing with them. Because that was of course, college is the first time really living on your own for everybody. And so kind of growing with them and growing on this team with them. And now we're the upperclassmen, which is weird. It's really weird. There's a lot of us, we're the old guys. So that's been my, they're going to be lifelong friends of mine, and I'm always going to have I'm going to be really close with those guys just because of growing up together in college.
Is there a moment from last year with everybody that stands out for you?
On our way back from Troy, one of our teammates stood the entire way on the bus all night. Yeah, it was a tough weekend, and then I think so it was supposed to be a 10-hour drive, supposed to be, and on a bus with 40 guys, I think it ends up being around 12. I think it was around 12. So I know the first, I think hour two, one dude bet another guy he couldn't stand the whole way, and we didn't get back till like 4 or 5 in the morning. He didn't sit. He stood the whole way from, I think, for the last 9 or 10 hours. He just stood there. And of course, he moved around, but it was impressive. And he said he'd never do it again. It was terrible. But that was impressive. And we did a lot of stuff like that on the bus. So those were probably the most fun parts last year. We were pretty close, and so the stuff we do on the bus and just at the hood, like just when we were just hanging out, that was probably the stuff that sticks out.
So last season, you guys were unfortunately cut short, and fall sports are postponed this year. So what has the dynamic been? How is the team looking? What are you guys doing these days? What is COVID baseball like?
COVID baseball's been really weird. Lots of mask wearing, and we have to lift with masks, and it's been kind of weird. When we're on the field, when we're playing, it's not too much different. Everything else has been kind of different, especially with the training room. We can't just walk in and be like, "Hey, you available?" We're supposed to schedule in advance and stuff. So it's been different, and the team, we didn't lose too many guys from last year. We lost a few to graduation, 1 or 2, I think. So it's pretty much the same teams. We're all really close. So I know a lot of us have been. There's a lot of we game together a lot. There's a lot of different group chats. We have Call of Duty, Fortnite, there's tons of. So we play a lot together in different games. So we got out of it in the summer. Nobody really and now we've gotten back to it, and a lot of people just play together since. So that's how we've kind of stayed together. And while we're not supposed to be together, we stay together through like online and stuff. So that's been really fun.
Everyone has certainly had to get super inventive with the ways that they stay in touch, but yeah, that's a great way to do it for sure. So you kind of talked about your relationship with the team and how close you've been with all the guys and how great that's been for you. So if that's what you enjoy about being on the team, what is your favorite part about being just an athlete at NKU in general?
It's hard for me to say because I haven't not been an athlete at NKU, so I can't compare it. I think just the people I meet, a lot of times we're connected to other athletes, and that's been a lot of fun. Just getting to know more people, like-minded, more. I get, not that people who aren't athletes aren't competitive, but we're there to compete, and so just meeting like-minded people and getting to grow, getting to develop friendships has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And so obviously, as your time at NKU comes to a close, you're saying goodbye to some of those people, but when do you graduate, and what are your plans after graduation?
So I graduate May 2022. Because of COVID, we got a year back. I was supposed to graduate this May 2021. But because our season was cut short, they gave us a year back. So I'm now double majoring. I added finance to my major. So my plans after school, hopefully, the ideal plan would be I'm trying to get internships now and then after school and go right into a job and do something in business analytics, business intelligence. I enjoy working with systems and helping people develop systems. So just something along those lines are my plans.
Well, good luck with all of those. I hope you can find the perfect fit for what you want to do. We'll end on a little bit of a warm and fuzzy here. I've asked everyone that's come on the show, what is your favorite NKU athletics memory?
Favorite NKU athletics memory? Got a lot.
Anytime you've got a lot to pick from, I'd say you probably ended up at the right school.
Honestly, one of my favorites is one of my, for me personally, I got like personal favorite moments for myself, but I think favorite overall moment was when Griffin won the home run derby. That was pretty cool. I know that was not technically NKU moment, but it was. So that's, I'm sure I could come up with more, and I'm sure I may think of others, but that's one of my favorite ones, definitely. Because I remember I was playing summer ball, and I was in Chillicothe, and one of my teammates there was at NKU my freshman year, and he was keeping up with the home run derby in the bullpen. So he'd come down every few innings, let me know how Griffin was doing. So that was probably one of my favorite moments.
That was a huge spotlight for NKU and NKU baseball in general. I remember, I feel like that's one that everyone knows where they were and what they were doing when Griffin won the home run derby.
Yes, he's one of my good friends too. He's a dude, we came in together, so we're really close. So that was a really cool moment.
Absolutely. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for coming on the show. Everyone give NKU Norse and NKU Baseball a follow on social media to be able to keep up with all of the content as we move forward and look towards spring sports. Thank you.
Thank you.